All right, I do an asterisk with this segment every single year off the top because we're about to do winners and losers, and we fully know that the winners could lose in the first round and the losers could win the Stanley Cup because that's what happens in hockey. But we're going to try to do it anyway because it's a TV show and it's kind of like a game show, and we do segments like that anyway. So you guys can invent your own rules. Doesn't have to be teams, could be individuals, could be whatever you want. But let's start with positive. A winner from today, Cheryl.
I'm going to go with the Colorado Avalanche, and they address the need, right? They address their need of down the middle, and you look at McKinnon. Now you've got Nelson, a big man who can get to the middle of the ice, who can put the puck in, and then you also got Charlie Coyle. I mean, this is massive. Now you look at the back end as well. I feel like this is a well-rounded group positioned to do good things in the playoffs.
I'm going to go with the Florida marketing team. You've got a layup on your hands right now. You're an organization that throws plastic rats on the ice, and you've just acquired the biggest rat in the National Hockey League. You can make stuffy dolls, T-shirts, plastic rats with his face on it. You have got an opening right now to take control of the National Hockey League. The marketing team from Florida, I'm going to be watching you.
I already saw a graphic that said, imagine this line in the playoffs, Sam Bennett, Marchand, and Matthew Tkachuk. I don't know if it would
I would
ever
have
happen.
nightmares if I was 7-game series against that line. Nightmares.
Gio, winner.
Not to copy Cheryl, but I'm with her on this one. Colorado for me. I think sometimes the fear as a GM is you don't want to do too much and ruin the chemistry of your team, but look at the quality of players they brought in. And then you can add the goalie to Blackwood earlier in the year. So I think Colorado is a clear winner.
Say Toronto because they didn't get overwhelmed by all the action in Florida. Like, hey, we're part of this too. Last time I checked, we're in first place. And they needed a centerman and a defenseman. And they probably got the best looking fit on defense. And they got a really good centerman to bolster their third line to give them a chance to win first and compete in the playoffs.
What a race that's going to be. Going to play tonight, Florida by 2 points. Toronto, Tampa just one behind there. Craig Button.
Dallas Stars. I mean, they got the best player. They signed him long term, and that's a good team. That's a really offensively, they're terrific. Heiskanen comes back, and don't forget they traded for CeCe and Granlund. That made their team really strong as well. So we're doing trade deadline period, Dallas Stars.
All right, the losers, one from each of you, Cheryl.
Carolina Hurricanes. I mean, do we need to say more, right? They get Rantanen for the sole purpose of having a Stanley Cup run. They're in their window. They lose Natchez, a huge piece of the pie, who's doing well in Colorado right now. So for me, it's the Carolina Hurricanes.
When Logan Stankoven hoists the Stanley Cup in 4 years, we will question that. Actually, we'll forget it ever.
That's some of the worst GM work I've ever seen. Anyway, my pick is the Bruins fan base as the losers. They've had a quality team for a long time, and they've been able to go to the rink. They've seen playoffs. They've seen series win. 2010, they had a cup win. They've had a lot of winning going on in the Bruins fan base, and now they seem like they're seeing some.
Did you do that because our two producers are Bruins fans? Because they think it's personal.
They can chew on it and start watching some losses now.
Gio.
I'm going to go with Vancouver. I mean, I thought they were still a pretty scary team if they got in and you had to face them with Miller. But losing your best forward, I mean, over a feud that happened a few weeks ago, I don't know. I think that's a big loss for them.
Mike?
I'm going to say Winnipeg, not for anything Winnipeg did or did not do. They got good players. I like them both. The fact of the matter, their division got so tough. If they don't win and Dallas is right on their heels, they're going to have to go through Colorado and Dallas. And that just seems like a monumental task that didn't seem so impossible just 10 days ago.
Craig Button.
LA Kings. I think the LA Kings are a really good team, and I thought they needed scoring, and they didn't get it. I thought with some scoring, they could do some damage. I still think they can do some damage, but I thought they needed some scoring.
And the other thing is they were kind of named in a lot of these potential rumors with Rantanen and Marchand and so on and so forth, and none of them happened. I don't often declare us winners after we do a 9-hour show that sometimes involves tumbleweeds a lot of years. But there was a lot of intrigue this year. So I'm declaring us a winner. And the losers would be the Llamas because we didn't need them. We had so much to talk about. We killed the Llamas. That's too harsh. We put the Llamas out to pasture this year. They are the losers here on a terrific day on Trade Center.